So, spawning up in the top left position, we have got the blue Protoss player. He is a WCS EU Premier League player. He is on Team XMG. He is ToD. And his opponent, in the top right of Whirlwind, he is the Red Terran. He is from Team Liquid. He is TaeJa.
I think as a general rule, when you're doing player introductions and your mouse accidentally slips, the one thing you don't want to do is say whoops. But
Whoops.
that was very graceful of me there. Whoopsie daisy. Talk about early mornings. Of course, London 1 hour behind Europe, and we had a little bit of a late night last night, guys. So hopefully things are going okay for you so far. We're enjoying ourselves. I'm very happy I got up early, certainly. And this is going to be a massive game to watch. ToD, I mean, we need to talk about how he's been casting a lot recently, and then started casting Premier League. Oh, and conveniently he advanced from Challenger League as well. This guy is on the up at the moment.
I'm planning on doing that next season.
Exactly, you planning on doing that as well? Oh, cool. I'll see you in the final. And ToD has been playing phenomenally, so I'm really looking forward to it. But he did tweet out yesterday saying, "I'm now in the round of 16. No Terrans, please." I remember seeing that tweet. And as far as Terrans go, Liquid TaeJa's a pretty tough one to get in the draw, man.
Well, let's think about TaeJa's record, okay? Because he's got some quite good success from DreamHack in the past. Of course, last year at DreamHack Open Valencia, he won it. That's a pretty good result. I think most people would agree.
Definitely
and then at DreamHack Winter, so just back at the end of November 2012, he came second at DreamHack. So that is fairly good going in terms of results. He's not going to want to drop down anything below probably third. He wants a podium finish.
Well, if that's the case, he first has to get past ToD. But ToD, he really has been playing phenomenally in the last couple of months. So I'm really looking forward to seeing how these games end up developing. It looks like ToD is just going to have 4 workers on gas at the moment out of those 2 geysers, so nothing out of the ordinary. Going to be pumping out his first Zealot now. The factory came down immediately after the barracks, by the way, for TaeJa, so no Reapers in this opening. He's going to scout ToD last because that SCV scout went to the bottom right first, whereas ToD is going to spot his opponent first. He's putting down his natural expansion as well, and he's getting his mothership core up. So things looking fairly okay so far for both players.
Now TaeJa does have a Widowmine coming down, does have a star, but Widowmine drops, of course, very frustrating to deal with.
And in these spawn locations as well, ToD's natural expansion and potential third here, although I'm not sure he'll take that, he'll probably want to take this one, but we'll see, is closer to the Terran base, if you will. This probe, ooh, just escaping with his life there.
And if these drops go off well for TaeJa, he's going to really hurt ToD's economy. Even if he doesn't kill many probes, he can delay mining time massively, but for the time being, just putting it in a defensive position. Still very, very nice. If any gateway units get in range of that, they will get taken out, so that can be a big hit early game. Meanwhile, ToD, Forge on its way, upgrades are going to be coming down one at a time. He probably will finish up +1 and then get the double forge if we get to that stage of the game. The SCV gets the scout on the natural, but nothing else.
Yep, he sees that. That's going to be quite important. Forge, like you said, going down behind the mineral line at the moment for ToD. And, well, here we go. We can see the Marines and Widowmine guys here ready to be loaded up into a medevac. One more Marine just for good luck, and that full medevac is going to burst its way over here. And, oh, this pylon is going to just miss the drop, placed here specifically to scout for drops. But TaeJa, unbeknownst to him, literally just misses it. So let's see how much damage.
Oh, he's going to run straight into the Stalker there. There is a single Widowmine here. Of course, the Marine's doing a good job of holding this back. There will be no force field. Interesting place for the Widowmine. That means that Stalker can't come back up into the main base.
And now he's split the main from the natural, so the Marines are going to go down to the natural expansion.
Oh, sending one probe.
Yep.
Such a smart move. And the unbarring from TaeJa as well.
Wow, such good micro coming out of here from TaeJa, and this early game pressure is looking like it might be a lot to handle for ToD. The mothership core nearly going down as well. The first one overcharged used, don't forget, in the Nexus, in the main base. There is no energy for a second one at the natural expansion, and a cannon or two going down now as well, but I don't really think it's going to be quite in time. ToD having to retreat into his main here. TaeJa with an incredibly nice timing here, and great Widowmine on the ramp as well.
Yeah, the unburrow of the Widowmine on the ramp was really the thing that made this beyond just good, but became great. The Stalker's got to be careful. Mothership core does get sniped off. That's a loss for ToD right there. Oh, Stalker. Probes going down. And
Look
again,
at
the
that
Alvaro.
beautiful micro there from Liquid TaeJa, absolutely refusing. He wants it to hit a unit that can hit back. We see the Stalkers, we see the Sentries. Those are the units that he needs to get rid of right now. And here we go, ToD going in with absolutely everything. The probes get killed, but just before the Widowmine goes off, picks off a Stalker.
Look at how low that medevac is. Oh.
TaeJa.
TaeJa OP.
TaeJa is pretty OP. Ladies and gentlemen, that was like one of the most well-executed early game drops I have ever seen from TaeJa there, and that Widowmine is still inside the base. Now he can go about killing a couple of probes, that's fine.
But the Umbo, like, let's just talk about that because that was so sensational. The second, what ToD was trying to do was pull probes in front to trigger the Widowmine so he wouldn't lose too much. However, bad Widowmine.
Romeo, Juliet.
However, of course,
Oopsie.
oh, medevac.
So let's talk about the follow-up drop that wasn't, as it were. Cool. ToD actually getting a little bit back there, but he's not got his Mothership Core out as well. He's back up to 38 supply, but TaeJa's currently at 55. If we take a look at the worker count, it's 36 to 27 in favor of TaeJa right now, and he does have those double mules. Ooh, and that unbar really wasn't very good. So TaeJa following up what was an incredible amount of damage there, with a little bit less, it has to be said, throwing away a few units at the end, but still with a comfortable lead.
Now, with all of this aggression coming in, TaeJa is going to be getting a little bit behind in terms of upgrades. His stim has only started very recently, and he is only now just starting +1. ToD, on the other hand, he's got his Twilight Council nearly finished up, so he's still taking up quite nicely, but look at this placement of the medevac. ToD does see the Marines coming in. He's going to have to try and run up to get out of there, but a couple of probes almost certain to die now.
And 93 energy on that Mothership Core, by the way, so we don't actually have a Photon Overcharge at the moment. The medevac is going to get away. Didn't do too much damage that time. Good reactions there from ToD. TaeJa, in the meantime, he's getting his 1-1. He's getting his stim potential timing there. Whoopsie daisy, building up barracks in a slightly wrong place. Not a massive deal there, just a couple of minerals lost. And, well, he's going to be going into that medevac production off of that reactor now, and really try and pump up into his mid-game army. So his early game, I think we can safely say, has been a massive success for TaeJa here. That first drop, the Widowmine micro that we saw over here, allowed him to get so much damage done at the natural expansion. 16 workers killed in total as well, and just a lot of mining time lost in addition to that.
And TaeJa's following this up with just more aggression. Stim is about to finish, +1 is getting fairly close to completion, +1 infantry armor is also on its way. These double upgrades are going to give him a really solid advantage over ToD, who's only upgrading from a single forge for the time being. However, if ToD gets his second forge down and chrono boosts religiously, he can catch up by about +3.
Oh, and is this the follow-up push that might kill ToD here? He's actually moving away initially. And the Hallucinated Phoenix does spot the exact location of this army. He's going to try and see if he can split it in half. Nice, a couple of units out in front there. And a good pickup from the medevac contingent. This guy's micro is phenomenal. And ToD now having to activate Photon Overcharge. Can TaeJa push through here? Great force fields. Once again, in a fantastic pickup. But that medevac is so low on hit points, he has to be careful. TaeJa push back for now, but he's a 98 to 62 supply lead over ToD.
Now, the one big thing that I want to see is the resources lost to Tabjorisa.
Let's take a... Ooh.
That is the important thing. TaeJa is being...
TaeJa's lead, man.
Yeah, he's lead. He's being so cost effective with all of his units. Those little medevac pickups, pulling the units back to get them out of the force field split, just means that he's keeping everything alive. And that is what ToD's struggling with, because TaeJa also has the better economy, and now he's going in for it. The Photon Overcharge is about to run out, and that is just going to mean this infantry can go for it. 1-1 upgrades are completed for all of the Terran units. And so is Stim.
Oh, and so is ToD by the looks of things. The Mothership Core going down. Units getting picked off left, right, and center. There are no more force fields left. The Photon Overcharge has gone. There is a single Immortal. TaeJa's stimming quite a lot, so this Bio Ball is actually getting dangerously low on hit points. But the thing is, the amount of DPS here is still so large. And a Siege Tank to finish it off. That is going to be a GG. And Liquid TaeJa takes game number 1.